Good morning, happy Tuesday. I'm starting my day off with the fermented pu'er tea and my scriptures and quiet time. And I'm so happy to be up this early because I really have been prioritizing like getting enough sleep. But I just so happened to wake up extra early this morning and I kind of feel like myself again. So cheers to an early morning and let's have a beautiful day. I'm going to show you how to make my breakfast smoothie obsession. I start out with a cup of ice and then this is my favorite coconut milk. It's the best tasting coconut milk that I've found personally in this smoothie. And I probably just do, I don't measure it, so like a nice big splash. Add in a scoop of eggshell, which is just extra calcium in there. And then I do a banana, my obsession. I have this every single day. This is the Truvani banana cinnamon protein. It is delicious. And then we have my chocolate collagen. This is so delicious. A chocolate banana combo, but like these specific proteins are so good. So this is collagen and it has a different protein profile than the pea protein. And then we have every single day I do my 4 scoops of Armor colostrum. I think I'm gonna finish this one off, literally. Another one bites the dust. Go blend it up. Okay, even though our banana wasn't fully ripe, I had a little taste of it and it's still so good. That is my favorite protein shake of all time. It is so delicious. I gotta go get a straw. Something I didn't know is that your immune system actually plays a role in implantation. And I see a lot of tips and tricks and hacks online, and that can be really frustrating for women who are trying to conceive, trying to do all these different hacks and sort of throw spaghetti against the wall and not really knowing what to do. But really everything does come back to simply focusing on making healthy cells. And then you don't have to, you know, sort of chase in the dark like what to do. That is what set me free in my life, because I was doing that for so many years and it was very discouraging and very frustrating for me with my health. And I felt like I was just going in circles with my hormones until the day that I learned about making healthy cells. That is so interesting to me that I learned that immunity plays a role in implantation. So one of my favorite ways to support my immune system is by focusing on my gut health. It's very simple. When you give the gut cells what they need, which is nutrients to help strengthen the barrier and then also help them again strengthen themselves against things that can hurt them, which that's basically what our immune system even is our own defense system, then things rapidly changed in my life. That's why I take Armor colostrum every single day. It works by strengthening your barrier, your gut wall barrier. And what happens is that's where things can kind of get crazy with our cells. If the barrier is compromised and things are leaking out of the barrier and into the bloodstream, then that can cause inflammation. And what happens in inflammation is that the cells are no longer able to communicate very well with each other. It really disrupts the way that our cells talk to each other, if you will. And that's really what inflammation is. It's an inflammatory state in the body, and the body is not able to communicate well. Cells need to be able to do that. And so by strengthening the barrier, by giving it the building blocks that it needs to build all the little healthy cells, then what happens is then things are not leaking out of the bloodstream. And I cannot find another food on this planet that has antibodies, peptides, amino acids, antioxidants. That's the thing. Okay, last thing is that when your body has a lot of oxidative stress or cellular damage or inflammation, then that causes inflammation causes oxidative stress. What do you need to counteract that? Antioxidants. So when you have lots of cellular damage, you want to bring in a lot of antioxidants to help balance everything out again so that the body can repair and feel better and everything like that. When there's a lack of antioxidants and there's a lot of cellular damage, that's when things go awry. So that's why antioxidants are important every single day, especially for me to be focusing on, because I'm like, I know that every single day our poor little cells are, you know, they're doing their best out here in the world that we live in, and I want to give them everything that they need to thrive. So antioxidants, immunity, gut health, all the things are literally wrapped up in this one little thing, and you can't even taste it. I love the unflavored for adding into my smoothies, but I do love all their flavors. I'm so thankful that I know how to support my body and my immune system and my overall total health. That's why I'm thankful for functional labs, but I'm also thankful to know simply, even aside from the functional labs, I'm like, I know that it's working because I can feel it in my body, but then I can also see a difference. And so I will never be a day without my Armor colostrum. So you can go to tryarmor.com/Cambria. You're gonna get 15% off of your first purchase. And the reason that I like Armor too is because they use a cold chain pasteurization technology. So it's preserving all the nutrients and you get all the bioavailable nutrients. And they source from US grass-fed family farms. Great way to start the day, and we have a busy day ahead of us. So let's go for a morning walk. Okay, I'm gonna see how quickly I can make this chicken Caesar wrap for lunch. I whipped up some well, these aren't croutons yet. They're almost croutons. I'm making some croutons in the air fryer. I just discovered this Happy Campers gluten-free organic bread. It is so delicious and I absolutely love it. So just chop that up with some butter, some garlic, a little bit of seasoned salt, and then I'm gonna do some fresh parsley. We're gonna pop this into the air fryer and I'm gonna make the dressing and then we'll assemble our wraps. I ran out of lemons, so we're gonna use some champagne vinegar instead of lemon juice to give it some acidity. That is delicious. Already done chicken breast to make it nice and easy, and it looks like my croutons came out absolutely perfectly. They did. Wow. Let's make it. Okay, this looks incredible. Let's give it a taste. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's give it a little try. Okay, chicken Caesar wrap at home. See how we did. Give me more of that dressing all day. That is incredible. Yes, please. 100 out of 10. Oh my gosh. Gonna make an afternoon progesterone punch and then finish taking the rest of my supplements for the day. So we have our cranberry juice, our lemonade salt, so good. Lemonade salt, did I seriously call it that? Well, I guess it is that. Element lemonade, vitamin C powder, 1 scoop. You just wanna make sure that you do 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I have coconut water powder. You could totally use coconut water. Then, do a couple teaspoons of that. I'm gonna take the other half of my prenatal, my needed prenatal. Then I also wanted to show you, because I've been getting a lot of questions about, I wanted to show you what else I take as far as preconception. So we have my full prenatal, but I took 4 caps earlier, so the other half of my needed prenatal. This is my favorite cod liver oil. This is the Rosita's cod liver oil, and this is amazing to get your fatty acids. So our omega-3s, it's wild, it's raw, it's phenomenal, and you have your vitamin D, vitamin A, and then I also get sun daily to get natural vitamin D from the sun, and then the needed CoQ10 as well. I absolutely love this, especially if you're trying to conceive, and then vitamin E as well. I add in additional vitamin E just because of what the research says on vitamin E and progesterone. So I like Grace, AC Grace Company. That's the one that I really like. So that is what I take, and then along with the progesterone punch, because the vitamin C goes inside of there. And then specifically the cranberry is also for preconception health and even during pregnancy too. Like, I think it's so good to take all throughout because it's so beneficial for the vaginal pH. So, and I mean, you can't get cuter of a drink. So I always take my afternoon supplements with my progesterone punch. It's like a little fun ritual. And nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. It's the best. And then I'm also craving a matcha smoothie. I've never made a matcha smoothie before, and I just was like, I don't really want to make a matcha. I want something a little bit more fun and exciting. So what do you say we make like a banana matcha protein smoothie? I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best, but I think it's gonna be really good. Okay, let's see how good we can make our matcha smoothie. I'm gonna do half a banana. I threw in like maybe a cup of ice. I'm gonna do 2 packets of my Peak matcha, the Sun Goddess matcha. you already know is my favorite because I love the taste and it has so many polyphenols, so it feeds akkermansia. So good for your gut, and it's amazing antioxidant. And I want to do 2 packs because I really want to get that intense matcha flavor. And I also like that they screen for toxins. Like, it's just the best matcha ever. So I want a nice, good matcha flavor so I can take this on our walk and get some steps. I'm gonna do half a scoop of my banana protein. I am seriously so obsessed with this stuff. Like, the combination of this and then an Equip collagen is honestly unmatched to me. And I'm gonna do a vanilla collagen. So sneaking in all the extra protein, and then this is such a yummy vanilla flavor. I've never made this, but I feel like I just have really high hopes. Okay, we're gonna do a nice, that's good. Nice little splash of the coconut milk. Let's blend this up. Also gonna pour it over ice because I want it really cold. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to try this. Oh my gosh, okay. Our matcha smoothie. Let me get a little bit more in there. Okay, this looks amazing. Like, that color, I feel like is so good for a smoothie. Oops. Okay, let's try it. I think I just discovered my new favorite way to make matcha. That is delicious. If I wanted it even stronger matcha flavor, I'd probably even put less of the coconut milk, but that is an absolutely delicious smoothie. Okay, and you get both servings of matcha because you're supposed to have like 2 or 3 of these a day to really get the full effects of the matcha, like all the antioxidant properties and stuff and the polyphenols. Oh my gosh, that is so good. We got our full drink lineup right here. Had a Caesar wrap for lunch. We're just crushing it today. I feel like I'll never be able to explain with my words how good this is. It is my favorite drink of all time. Okay, so I had something uploading on my computer and I thought I'm just gonna bust out my walking pad really quick. And then I've been on my walking pad and I'm going so fast and getting so many steps that we're gonna stay walking and on our walking pad. So I love my walking pad. I get a million questions about it. I always link it in the description box, but the one that I have, like the exact one, they don't make anymore. But the same brand has made new ones. So it's all the same basically. And I researched for way too long, okay? I think I gave a full day to reading the reviews. I'm unfortunately not being dramatic because it's so overwhelming. I was like, do I need to buy like an expensive one so it doesn't break? I think I've had this one for, have I had this for a year now? Oh my gosh, have I had it for a year? I think I have. I think I got it last October, something like that. Honestly, it is amazing and I've never had any issues with it and I love it and it gets the job done. Couldn't be happier. So let's continue to get our steps. And I do my step and scroll. Just like that. And my Aura ring, with my Aura ring, I just hold my phone with this and then I just walk so it counts my steps. But ideally I just do like an hour of walking. So let's get our steps. And I've already been on here for 30 minutes. I threw the bones in, all of the bones, and then I just added water till I filled it to the top. Now I'm gonna do a splash of apple cider vinegar and basically every spice in my spice rack. Okay, I'm gonna make a gluten-free, dairy-free chicken pot pie for dinner because that sounds delicious on a September evening and very cozy. I would say I'm like 90% dairy-free. Like today I had a little bit of Parmesan inside of the dressing that I made, but again, I'm like 90% dairy-free, so a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. Anywho, just a little, wanted you to know, I love dairy. I just do feel better when I don't consume it all of the time. So most of the time I'm trying to just opt for coconut milk and I just do better that way. So let's make a gluten-free, dairy-free chicken pot pie for dinner. Let's do it. Okay, this is Cambria's recipe and I'm gonna add in a few things just to make the flavor profile a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna add in a scoop of this Violife sour cream, which I'm pretty sure is like as untraditional maybe as it gets. A little dash of Worcestershire. I don't know how to say this. Worcestershire. We're just gonna add a little bit of that for flavor. Tiny little drop, well, maybe a little splash of Cholula. This is my secret in my chicken immunity soup that I make that's in Well. It does not make it spicy, but because of the vinegar and the spice, it brings out the flavor so well. Then we have our coconut milk. So I'm gonna do probably about half of the container of this. That's good. Perfect. Okay. Give that a good stir. Oh my gosh. Yes, I think it's gonna be delish. Delish, delish. My favorite chicken shredding hack of all time. So easy. Okay, I added in like half a cup of water because I don't have any beef or chicken broth. This is so blood sugar friendly too because we're using coconut flour. We're gonna make coconut flour biscuits to top it off and to make it a little bit more flavorful and make the texture better. I'm gonna add some of these dairy-free cheddar shreds, some chives, and yeah, we're gonna use coconut flour. So it's gonna add fiber, which is amazing, and it's just gonna really balance out with everything else because we did use normal gluten-free flour. So having this on top is gonna be a nice way to even add more fiber and make this a lower glycemic index. So it's gonna be so balanced and so good. Ugh, I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be delicious. And the addition of like the cheddar and chives and parsley is gonna make it even more flavorful than just like a traditional biscuit. So let's make it. Now, you can also use coconut oil, but I'm gonna use ghee again, so whatever you need to do, dairy-wise, so. Oh, and I'm gonna melt this. 4 tablespoons or 1/4 of a cup of your coconut oil or ghee or butter. Baking soda or coconut flour. I'm gonna dump in the rest of this. This is probably half a cup. A little bit of salt, some garlic powder. Ooh, or a lot of garlic powder. Will give a good flavor. I'm gonna chop up some chives and parsley, and we're gonna throw in the butter. That is gonna thicken, but I am gonna add a little bit of flour just because I wanna make sure that we have enough. So still gonna have plenty of fiber, and we're just gonna do maybe like tablespoon, maybe 2, maybe like 1 tablespoon. Probably good. Perfect. And I think instead of biscuits, that's perfect. Nice. Yes, you can tell the coconut absorbed the liquid. Perfect. Yes. Oh my gosh, that smells incredible. So I'm just going to spoon this over the top and spread it out. So there we go. Let's finish this off. Oh, this smells amazing. Okay. Topping with an egg. 1 more egg just to give it a nice like crust, I guess. Nice finish. Absolutely beautiful. Let's eat. So excited. Oh my gosh. So good. Yes. Bo just finished doing the dishes, so he doesn't have a shirt on. All right, we need to pray and try this. This is phenomenal, honestly. Oh my gosh, look at that. So good. Wow. For dessert, doing a little bit of this Siggy's vanilla coconut protein blend. Delish. Full scoops of that. 2 dates that I chopped up. Oh my gosh, I think this is gonna be delish. And then a little bit of maple butter. So good. And some cinnamon. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be so yummy. Cinnamon. Now, if I had the patience, I would actually put this in the freezer. And I'm gonna chop up like half an apple. Perfect. It tastes like a caramel apple. Oh, it literally tastes like a caramel apple. We're gonna go for a little neighborhood walk, and then I'll let you know what my step count was at the end of the day. Oh, 14,775 steps. That is a great day. So I love you. I'll see you in my next video. I will leave the link at the top of the description box. You just click that, grab your armra, and make healthy cells. And today was a great day of eats. Like, it was so good. And that little caramel apple situation was perfection. also in the description box to sign up for what is coming, because I'm like, it's coming this summer, and then I'm like, how is it September? There's just a lot of moving parts, but I've got so many questions on it, so you will be the first to know in the emails, and I'll see you in your inbox and in my next video. Bye.